Right. Hello, y'all. This is High Priestess Jamila. Happy Witching Hour. Okay. We are deep in the witching hour. So, good morning. I'm going to just throw some cards out there. I'm not going to go through the zodiac signs. It's just going to be for whoever is watching. But I'll probably guess at a couple of zodiac signs depending on what I see in the cards, okay? If you guys want to contact me for a private session with me, you can either visit my Etsy shop or you can Zelle me, or I do have Cashapp, okay? And all of that information is listed, okay? I actually have been having a Cashapp for a while. I haven't been using it because I kind of got irritated with Cashapp. And when I get irritated with somebody, with a company, I won't go through them because I was irritated with what had happened to my Cash App account. But I've been able to use it and it hasn't, so you guys do have the convenience of Cash Apping me. The only thing is that there's rules on my Cash App. I don't accept donations on that Cash App. If you're going to purchase a reading through Cash App, which is going to be readings only, then send the full amount. Don't send $5 or $10. I don't accept those on my Cash App. Okay, I know that there's some people that want to donate, but I'm a little leery of people sending small amounts and then possibly flagging my Cash App or doing something crazy. Okay. So let me go on here and share this real quick. Let me share. Okay, I guess I'm not going to share. Give me a second and then I'll get started. Because I have to, YouTube obviously does not send out my notifications. They haven't been doing that for a while. They send out the notifications for the backup channel, I think, but I don't think they send out notifications for this one. Just weird to say the least. So I have to send out my own notifications and hopefully people will see them. Okay, I'm gonna start out with a couple of tarot cards. Okay. Can see that there's some fire signs out there watching me. If you're a fire sign, give me a shout out. Oh, thank you, Simply Martin. Thank you, sweetie. Appreciate that. Hit that thumbs up while you at it too. Okay, so I can see that there's some fire sign people out there and water sign. Court cards are coming out. Okay. Financial difficulty. No wonder I was thinking about that. Third party heartbreak. Okay, so we got some things that we need to talk about. I can see Three of Swords came up, Nine of Pentacles reversed, and oh, look at this, the Eight of Wands comes up, meaning that spirits is saying to take action. The High Priestess reversed, the Judgment upright, Temperance reversed. Okay, one more. Oh, we got an Earth sign. We got the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So if I were to guess, there's probably like a mixture of people watching, but I can tell that specifically that there's going to be some fire signs watching. This would be Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. And then the Queen of Cups comes up, which is obviously the Cancer, Scorpio, or the Pisces. And Judgment card can represent a Cancer or a Scorpio. And then this Page of Pentacles came up, which can represent a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. Okay. Clarify this Nine of Pentacles. No, that was way too many cards that was trying to, okay. Oh, I didn't see. I don't do booty calls, so I don't see the Sector Con. I don't know nothing about no booty call because I don't do booty calls. I don't do that. I really honestly don't. If he ain't already here at 3 o'clock in the morning, he's not getting in the door. No, I'm joking. That was depends. A lot of people are just coming in from the club though. I never did like nightclubs. I never did. It just is too noisy and dark, and just noise and dark just don't mix to me. Okay. All right. So third parties. Let's start with that. Okay, so if you're having financial difficulty, it does have something to do with your law of attraction and also the solar plexus. Okay, so I actually was thinking about talking about money manifestation. Um, and I typically don't really reveal a lot of my secrets on money manifestation. Um, I know that it's hard to believe, but you can manifest money whenever you want. I know a lot of people don't believe that. I know that for a fact because people were shocked, which I'm going to be honest with you, being on YouTube and being exposed to so many different types of people that think a certain way. There's a lot of people that think very negatively, and that's the reason why your money is messed up. That's why the Two of Swords came up reversed. That I mean, that's the only thing that I can say. But then also, it's not just your mind, but it's your body and it's also your spirit. So connecting the mind, the body, and the spirit is something that you have to do. Otherwise, money manifestation is going to be very difficult. It's something that I do all the time. I do it every single day. And I do offer classes on this. Okay. Um, but I do believe that there are certain people that are wanting to move on from third party relationships too. So the Three of Swords came up upright. Nobody wants to be in a third party relationship. Nobody. Just to let y'all know, anybody that has any sort of self esteem would not want to be in that situation. They just wouldn't. That you know, there you find out that you end up somehow catching the short end of the stick. That's why I've never done it. I've never willingly involved myself with a man that I knew had somebody else. Never. If I found out, more than likely I was moving away from him, moving away. Mm-mm. Nope. Those energies tend to commingle too easily. And especially if you are somebody that is sensitive to other people's energies, you don't want to commingle those energies. So I feel like there's a lot of people out there that are realizing that that's not what they want, and ready to move forward. The Eight of Wands comes up upright. High Priestess reverse representing bondage. The Temperance reverse representing some kind of bondage. And then backlash and judgment because of that. Okay. I was talking about how sometimes when you do the right thing, people will bring about false judgment against you. When you do what's right by you, when you do what's right by you, I don't, and I'm just telling y'all the truth. When it comes to that, I personally would rather be alone. Part of the reason is because of people vampiring energy, people that are very toxic, people that are parasitic. Okay. You may not want to be involved with a third party situation because your energy is going to be compromised. And yeah, you may face judgment because of that. You may have people lying on you because of that. You may have people trying to make you look desperate because of that. But when you cut that situation off, it's probably the best thing to do for you. Do what's best for you. And if a person doesn't understand that, then that's their problem. So this high priestess in the reverse position represents something totally false. Either false indoctrination, being lied to, being told the complete opposite of what is actually going on. People not being honest with you. I don't know about y'all, but I like for people to be honest with me, even if it's gonna hurt me. Go ahead and hurt me. If it's gonna hurt me and you feel like you need to be honest with me, then just do it. That's just me though. That's just me though. Because you'd be surprised at how your feelings for a person will change once you know the truth about what it is exactly that they're doing. So I can tell that there's a lot of people that are being negatively affected in relationships, specifically because here's what I want to say. People that carry on with multiple relationships, those people are in some way fragmented for some reason. Um, I think that people tend to go through it because people believe in karmics. Oh, that person's a karmic. I would personally rather step myself outside of that situation. But what the high priestess in the reverse position is telling me is some kind of bondage and spiritual stalking, spiritual abuse for those of you that said, I'm not going to accept that. And then that comes the backlash. Oh, well, you're ugly anyway. Oh, well, don't nobody want you anyway. Y'all ever have that happen? Oh, well, you don't want to accept this. Oh, well, ain't nobody else gonna want you. Um, right. Be careful with that. Be very, very careful in how you handle it. Also, I'm gonna throw some cards at because I feel like because when I looked at the reading, we did readings the other day. Um, I feel that if people don't start waking up, you are going to continue to have problems with your love life, in particular with the male population. I was looking at a commercial on YouTube for some kind of advertisement on YouTube, and it was a man, and he was talking about how he found some kind of app that could help him spy on his girlfriend. And he was talking about it like it was normal. He was talking about this like it was normal. I was like, what? What in the world? And then I swear to you, he was talking about his girlfriend being on a dating website. I swear to God, it was some that this he was Korean. He was a Korean guy, and he was saying, I found all sorts of I found this app, guys. I found this app and I found out that my girlfriend was on a dating site and it showed me the dating sites that she was on. Well, you ever think that maybe it could either be an old profile or maybe it was because you were cheating and you weren't spending time with her? I don't understand why men expect for women to stay in bondage while they go and do whatever. Clearly there's a reason why. And see, this is the reason why men are going to have to tap in. You're going to have to tap in. Y'all are so for the judgment. You are for the judgment. You are for the rigid, the rigidity of it all. Why did she do that? Were you spending time with her? Was she considering being with somebody else because you were not fully satisfying her? How do you expect for somebody to stay with you when you are not fully satisfying that person? How do you expect that to happen? You can't expect that to happen. Not under any circumstances. I don't care if you are the most powerful practitioner in the world. I don't care if you're the most beautiful person in the world. If you are not emotionally, mentally, and in every way satisfying a person, they should be allowed to get away from you. How can you expect people to accept less than what they need? How can you expect people and you can't expect that. So I think that I'm just going to tell you that as far as with with and I think that women are the same way, but you know what the main aspect is, it is that people out there these days, they would rather be with somebody that can't give them everything that they want or need and can't fully satisfy them. And so it kind of, it's like a, it's like everybody's doing that. Nobody's actually with anybody that can fully satisfy them, which makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to stay in a situation that is making you unhappy. And there's the aftermath of it right here. For some reason, this reading. And if a person is asking for you to wait on them without any tangible or good reason, like let's say that you left town to go to college and your partner wasn't going to college with you, or you had to go on some kind of business trip, or you had to do something to take care of something, that would be a good enough reason for that person to say, okay, well, I'll wait for you. But if it's wait with no tangible reason, people are not going to want to wait on you. People are going to get insulted. People are going to say, did you just tell me that you're going to put me away for a little while as if I'm not a human being? I don't understand these demonic lovers to where it just feels like bondage but no love. It just feels like you're just in bondage, like you're floating on a lifeboat in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean waiting for what? And then you start to think, well, why am I not the first choice? Everybody is supposed to have a healthy self-esteem. Why am I not the first choice? Why why would something else be priority over me, and I'm just supposed to sit here and wait for any reason? Okay, now the Knight of Wands comes up reversed. This is what people are expecting people to do. What is causing people to do this, spirits? What is it? Because it don't even feel right. It don't feel right, y'all. It really don't. That's just like if somebody goes to prison. Oh, wait 10, 20 years from me. I'll be my whole life will go by then. I'm sorry. There's expectations versus reality. That's what that Two of Swords represents in the reverse position. People not having a healthy bead on things when they have expectations versus reality. And see, the High Priestess in the reverse position is revealing to me spiritual abuse. If you don't want people to replace you, be the best lover possible. Don't be a lover that is half stepping, or they're a fourth of the way or an eighth of the way. If you don't want people to leave you, then be the best lover possible. If you can't, then expect somebody to walk away from you. There, and then what spirit is revealing to me is that there's too many dangers out there for people to just make themselves available like that. For people to say, oh, okay, well, I'll just be this person that's just sitting here. What does that even mean? I've seen a lot of men doing that. If you don't want to accept what they're offering you, all of a sudden they want to lower your self-worth and self-esteem. Women can do this too. All of a sudden, you have to think less of yourself because that person doesn't have it figured out. They're trying to figure it out. I keep telling y'all to stop. Why do people do this? Why do people do this? Why do people accept less than what they want? It makes no sense to me. I'm telling y'all, and I've been saying this for years to a lot of people. Go back and look at my love readings about people that willingly go into a third party triangle, and I'm not trying to bring up Ashira's words, but and they become a pick me chick to where they start competing for this person. Oh no, I'm gonna drop out of that competition altogether. I told y'all that's a bad deal. That's gonna always be a bad deal. Be the person that says deuces. I'm not going to stick around for this. What? You mean to tell me that you were weighing me out as an option? No can do. Oh, well, you're not attractive. You're this. Well, honey, I can do better than this crap. Especially if you a woman. I don't know which one is worse for. And also a lot of people that are into these poly relationships, if you notice, people are moving away from that stuff for a reason. There's a reason why that is happening. Because if you're involved in a situation like that, you are imbalanced. That's why temperance is in the reverse position in this reading. Too many imbalanced relationships. Oh, well, I'm gonna be with this person because of this reason. I'm gonna be with this person because of this reason. I'm gonna be with this person because of this reason, and then I'm gonna be with this person because of this reason. And the person that can give you everything that you want, they gonna walk away. They gonna walk away from a fragmented individual like that, or they're gonna give you an ultimatum. They're gonna say, "Hey, listen, you either choose me or I'm walking away." Because I'm not like those other people that are going to be willing to sit around and share you. So I heard somebody, I said, what? I'm sorry, guys. Maybe it's because I'm old. I'm 43. I'll be 44 this summer. There is no way that my self esteem would be so low, or I would be so void of any type of understanding of self or what I truly need to sit there and justify. First of all, that's you share a bag of potato chips, you share a sandwich, you can even share a Coca Cola with somebody. A person, no, you can't share a person. No. So I noticed that there's a lot of people that are into polygamy and they into that stuff. This is the wrong channel. In fact, this channel is all about the twin flames. Period. That's a mistake. That's a complete mistake. Everybody involved in that situation is extremely unhappy and confused. The person that walks away from that situation walked away with their self-respect. Can I email you at that email in the description? It depends on what it's about, Dookie Badass, because I don't know. Just because I talk about relationships on here doesn't mean that I'm looking for a mate or a partner. I've never came to YouTube looking for somebody. I'm here to sell readings and spell work. So it depends on what you're emailing me about, honestly. But yeah, you can definitely email me. That's my email address. Most of the people that watch my channel are very like-minded. And so people that don't feel that way, in my opinion, and I don't want to judge anybody, but I'm sorry, it just looks desperate. It just looks like you're desperate for just anybody. Oh, okay, you're married, you got 5 girlfriends. Oh, okay, yeah, let's do this. No, no. I'm much more of an exclusive person than that. And it don't matter. I'm not gonna become 40 or 50 years old and decide to be desperate. That's not the way that it works. A lot of people try to spin it that way. Oh, well, you're an older woman now, so you should just accept just about anything. No, no, thank you. I'm just telling y'all. And it's not going to change through shame and degradation and judgment. That ain't going to do nothing. That ain't going to do nothing but wear you out. Have some self esteem and have some pride. Okay. If that person can't choose who they want to be with, then walk away from them. And y'all, can I say this to women that believe in polygamy and that are involved with that? I'm not interested. No, most people are not interested in that. Most people, okay, because I can see that, especially with this 9 of Pentacles being in the reverse position and the 2 of Swords reverse, and then the 3 of Swords right next to it. And then you can see the energy energetically where people will attempt to walk away from situations like that. But then you got people that are trying to use esoteric knowledge to bring about this, but you can't use esoteric and witchcraft for that. You can't really use that because when you think about it, witchcraft has a base in nature. That's it. When you look at paganism, paganism is a nature-based belief. In nature, it is not 7 to 8 people together at one time. I'm sorry. It's not. To empty is, you know what? You know what? Well, I'm not going to tell somebody. I think that what else can you get out of the situation? I agree with her when she says that. If he's not going to give you what you need, which is a complete relationship, then you better at least get something out of them. Why would somebody be involved with that situation if there is no sort of a benefit to it? And then also it's set up to where it's supposed to be this benefit for the man, but that's not benefiting the man because I've noticed that I've had to block polygamous men in my inbox. Oh, I've got 7 or 8 wives. It just makes sense financially. Why? Because all of those 7 or 8 wives are bringing in money to take care of you. And if a man wants to do that, that's fine. But especially a woman like me is never going to be involved. I'm never going to be a part of that situation. I may be on the sidelines and I may be an outsider looking in to that situation. Yeah, that's not a, yeah, that, I'm sorry. If a woman recognizes you as being that type of man, then of course she's going to start looking at, well, then what else can you give me? Because you're certainly not going to give me any kind of balance in my life, because that's what it's all about. You said female gold diggers are cool, male gold diggers are a no-no. Yeah. I don't, you know what? I did. So Simply Martin is a male. He's a male, so he would know. So I feel like when you accept less, that's exactly what you're going to get. What you end up accepting, you'll regret. You're going to always regret. The things that you accept will always be the things that you regret, because you know that you wanted more than that. Why would you accept more than what you actually want? You know what irritated me about the whole situation is that right as we were getting ready to figure things out, right as that was happening, they began to throw polygamy out there. It's just an excuse to avoid intimacy. That's what this page of pentacles is telling me. You're just avoiding getting close to that person. You're avoiding getting deep into the relationship with that person. You're avoiding it. So that's why and also as a woman, this is what I'm seeing exactly. And then it's not just that, it could be one other person. Even if your lover or your partner has one other person besides you, there are certain things that you're not going to get or receive. You're going to be settling for less. Both of you are. Both of you will be accepting less than what you actually need and want, both of you. So, and in that case, most people would rather be alone. They got vloggers out here, got women on red alert. Oh God, they said we're gonna die alone. Well, you know what? That ain't the worst thing. that ain't that ain't the worst thing. Dying alone is not the worst thing. There have been many, many very happy and fulfilled people that have died single. They fulfilled their lives in other ways. A relationship is not the only fulfillment in life. In fact, there's a lot of people, because of culture and pop culture, there's a lot of people that say, ain't nothing out there. That's how people look at it. You run into all of these people that are, a part of these groups, and so said that I should do this and that this would be the best idea when it's obviously not. And so a lot of people just say, well, ain't nothing out there. And you know what? There are a lot of people that are very happy by themselves. But when people see that happening, then that's when this high priestess in the reverse position comes in. This is a female card. This is a female card. This is when a female, maybe in her divinity, is possibly trying to force something on somebody that they don't truly want. It's not going to work. And the Knight of Wands reversed is saying taking the energy and putting it somewhere else. And then also how that can be very draining, very draining. Some people are just, you just end up getting drained in those situations completely. It's not worth it. You're broke. Simply Martin said, I'm broke and I still give people gifts. Oh, that's sweet. I'm sorry. I know that there's a lot of people out there that they just want somebody. They just want somebody to give them the least bit of attention. And I'm sorry. I would rather have no attention at all if I can't have your full attention. Okay. That's just like a lot of men, they get it confused. I was talking about this. A lot of men get it confused because they'll see men with these confused women, and a woman that is truly in her divinity, a woman that is truly a whole person, is not going to accept, a player, a player. Oh, I want this person because I can see that they screwing somebody else. No, that's not a woman in her true divinity. That's not how that works. Mm-mm, mm-mm. And they'll try to put it on you. Mm-mm, you ain't putting that on me. You are not putting that on me. That's a whole lie. Listen, I'm not into the player types. I like men that stand out. There's nothing that impresses me about a player at all. It just doesn't. What are you supposed to be impressed by? The fear that they have? Oh, I'm impressed by you being scared to be intimate. I'm impressed by you being um, bitter, and that's why you're doing it in the first place. Most of these men that turn into players is because somebody broke their heart. That's why they did it. I wouldn't want to be a part of somebody's brokenness. That's why they're doing it, because somebody broke their heart. Men become very sexual. They just, oh, I'm just going to stick it everywhere, baby. And then, the women that flock and run after that, what is it exactly that they're dealing with? Don't even accuse me of wanting somebody like that. You have to stand out. I like men that stand out. In fact, I was talking about it, that if a man tells me that he's been celibate, oh, I am all over him. I am all over him. If a man tells me I have not been intimate with anybody in 6 months to a year, I've been to myself, figuring it out, healing from stuff, that is an actual turn on. You can go out, you can go to the nightclub, you can go to a nightclub and you can find 10 or 20 different people that are all the same, and they call themselves having game. I've never been impressed with game. Does anybody else get what I'm saying? And then people will say, oh, well, who do you think you are you special? Well, yeah, I do consider myself. That's not trying to hurt people. I may be triggering some people, but I'm just telling you what makes sense to me. Simply Martin said a lot of men give off human trafficker vibes. Okay, Simply Martin. Yeah, those are not, nobody wants that at all. Those vibes are not welcome at all. Yeah, if you talking about you a pimp, you would never get a phone call from me. If you ever said, hey, I'm a pimp, and you expecting me to hit up your DM, it just is never gonna happen. And that's because I just, I don't know, like it's just so weird. It is just weird how, so let's throw some oracles. I'm gonna throw a couple of oracle cards for people out there. Yeah, I don't deal with that at all. And then especially when I get married, because I truly believe that it's getting ready to happen. Spirit is getting me prepared for it. There's not gonna be any cheating. Why would you marry somebody and then cheat? So you're admitting that you married somebody that doesn't fully satisfy you. You're admitting to that. And it may not even be that person's lack of ability to satisfy you, but you just chose the wrong person. That is just, I'm a realist and I don't mind being alone for hell. I'll be alone for another year. Okay. Well, hey, at least I've got all my energy, everything that's me. I got all my cookies. And so, and you know what? I don't mind being in a relationship with a man where I'm just fully, just wrapped up in his bondage, but it cannot involve other people. No, thank you. And the main part aspect of it is because I'm too intelligent spiritually. I'm way too intelligent spiritually. There's way too many people that got parasites and worms and or either attachments. And you get involved in a situation like that, and the next thing you know, your health is declining, you ain't feeling well. You know what the hell is going on? Because when I see a person, I don't just see the person, I see their spirits and their demons. It's like, up, can't deal with that. That person got too many demons. and nobody coddled me. I'm from the school of the hard knocks. Nobody coddled me in order to deal with my demons. Everybody got demons. Okay, everybody has them. Okay, it just depends on what you're doing with them and how they're affecting you. And so I can't, that's the whole point of being with somebody unconditionally, because you're with that person. They're giving you everything that you need, even though that person may have demons. You're willing to deal with their demons. You're willing to dance with their demons in the pale moonlight because you love somebody. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I don't do that. Let's throw some oracles, y'all. Spirits, what messages do you, because that's exactly what I'm seeing in the cards. If somebody says, hey, I'm going to compete for you for this guy and we're going to see who's going to be the better choice, I'm going to say, please don't make me a choice at all. Like, oh, I got to figure this out between you and these other 5 people. No, you can figure that out between you and the other 4 people because I'm out, deuces. Okay. This is the main aspect. As soon as I saw the 3 of Swords, I was like, oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. Now the cornucopia card comes up. The deceit card comes up. The walking away card comes up in the reverse position. And then the angel of balance comes up reverse. See, it isn't, you can't make this stuff up. I'm not like, why are they coinciding? There's so many tarot cards on here that is pointing to imbalances. That is an imbalance. Okay. Temperance reverse, imbalance. 2 of Swords reverse, imbalance. The angel of balance is in the reverse position, and then the rest and rejuvenation card comes up. Now, first of all, when it comes to y'all money, the devil is deceiving you, especially if you a business owner. You know how many opportunities it is out there? You can't go by, you have to always see that abundance. You have to always see it. The deceit card comes up, which says that there can be a deceiver. Cut the cord, walk away from that negative entity that is telling you that you can't have prosperity and abundance. Walk away from that. Cut the cord with that situation because it's not good. It's not good. Even if it's temporary, even if you have to temporarily walk away from people that are limiting you in every way. And I think that it's been affecting people's health. It's been affecting people's health. It's been affecting people negatively. Okay, because I'd rather walk away and let you figure it out. And then if I just so happen to still be single at the time, then maybe it's meant to be. Otherwise, if I'm walking away, it's for a reason. If it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't do embed. The angel of balance in the reverse position is saying that you can't, that things are too off balance. You can't do that. It's too much of something, too much sex with different people. Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't get down like that. I really don't. Okay. Let's throw some witches wisdom cards because and I get called out of my name a lot. You can call me a hoe, or the demon whore of Satan, but I'm still gonna be in a monogamous relationship. I'm sorry. I can be all those names. I can be a bitch, but for Jamila personally, it's going to be with one person. I'll be all those things with one person. It's too much. Okay, let's see what. Okay, so the cauldron card comes up. Very interesting. And then, yeah. Mm. Yeah, the earth card comes up reversed because because again, it's an imbalance. You're going to find yourself in a lot of turmoil. And then the ancestors card comes up. The ancestors card, the earth card, the hearth card, the tarot cards card, which represents guidance, and then the cauldron card comes up. Yeah, no, thank you. Um, hey, Nova America, why you what? What? I'm just saying, you guys. I mean, it just at some point, whatever this is that is deceiving people, you're gonna have to open up your eyes to that. Because I couldn't even imagine, like when I'm okay, let me just throw this out there. Okay, we've been seeing a lot, and I'll probably when I get off of here, this leads me to go and see what's happening with these people that are in these poly relationships or either polygamy. They are going through hell. These people are not happy. They are going through hell for something because it's like, well, I'm sorry if you're going through hell, if you're going through it, then that would mean that more than likely that situation is not good for you. And also I think that men that are in polygamous relationships, they're suffering from what is called greed. Greed. You cannot fully be satisfied, especially if you okay, let's say that you're in your 20s or 30s and you've been going through some things in your love life and you may not have been taken care of in the best way in your love life. And you're going to go from that situation, or let's say that you have family problems. You're going to go from that situation and you're going to get into a situation which is a mirror or a reflection of the dysfunction that you came from. Make that make sense to me. That's what that's all about. People trying to recreate the dysfunction that's in their family. That's all they're doing. Why they're doing it? Why would you want to recreate the dysfunction? Does this make you feel good? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Doesn't make you feel good. In fact, it makes you miserable. It makes you feel crappy. Okay. Maybe those situations are meant for other people. Maybe it's meant for them to do that, but not you. Something that's good for somebody else it may not necessarily be good for you. So a lot of you guys were involved in situations like that, or just in general, trying to find a way out of these abusive and bondage type relationships. That it's not going to give you everything that you need. And then also it's settling. Why settle for somebody that's not going to be faithful to you? That's the truth. That's what people want, even though people are too scared to say it. People want people to be faithful to them. People want real love. Nobody wants something like that. If you want something like that, you're foolish. Okay. I'd rather wait 10 years for the right person than to go for Mr. Wrong that's going to do everything wrong, and then I'm just going to feel wrong. The deceit card is in the upright position, but then the walking away card is reversed. Now, just to let y'all know that if a person is accepting something out of desperation or either because they don't have nothing else to do at that time, be prepared for them to eventually walk away from you. Be prepared for that, because eventually that person is going to say, well, they're going to eventually meet somebody that's going to give them what they want. And then that means that you're temporary anyway. You get what you get and you can't throw a fit. You definitely can't make decisions based upon lowering your own value. You're lowering yourself when you do that. This is for men and women, because we got the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups, and that's the divine masculine, and the Queen of Cups is the divine feminine. They both came up first in this reading, these cards that I threw, and they're both in the upright position, and they both represent balance. So, just being, and there's a lot of demons that are associated with that. I've been cleansing myself. My cleansing candle is now on the root chakra. I was wondering why my back had started hurting, because it's clearing stuff out. Get what you want and not what you're settling for. That's what I say about the situation. Yeah, that's too much. Spirits, what advice do you want to give to people about their money? This Page of Pentacles represents, I think, the Virgo, if I'm not mistaken. Each of these core cards represent a specific zodiac sign. Okay, so the money message is the Empress upright, the Four of Swords reversed, and then the Two of Wands reversed. That's interesting, because you know what I'm getting from this? I'm getting from this people that are typically either disrespectful or they have some kind of issue still with the divine feminine. That's what the Empress represents, is the divine feminine. The abundance that is coming from that energy, but people not being able to benefit from it because they're not thinking straight. They're not thinking right. So a lot of people, and I've noticed this, that have an issue with the divine feminine, that literally hates women, whether or not you're a woman or a man. Like, at the core of yourself, you just hate women. Like, oh, I can't stand women and everything they represent, and they just suck, and they always whining, and they always crying about what they need and what they want, then you're going to have financial issues. You are not going to have, and the Two of Wands comes up in the reverse position, which does represent, it's not just a relationship, but that represents your ability to survive. Whether or not the Empress represents Mother Earth, her frequency, her resonance, the woman, the divine feminine. If you are down on the divine feminine, if you are a woman that is down on yourself, if you are somebody that hates, you are going to have financial problems, period. Period. You're going to have some kind of problem with your finances. And it depends on which divine feminine you're dealing with. Four of Swords is in the reverse position, showing that people need to reevaluate. Okay? That's what that's about. There, I see a lot of people, even in social media, they just hate women. They do. And this is, it's not just about hating women. They hate femininity. If you're a woman that is in your divine essence and you're being feminine, and they can represent that your vibes are really high and you're just feeling really good about yourself, they will attack. They'll attack you. That's just like it's going to be an attack. And by the way, guys, make sure y'all get into that inbox circle. Even if you're a man, get into the inbox circle because there's going to be a lot of divine healing that all of you could benefit from, especially when it comes to your mother's energy. You have a piece of your mother inside of you. Everybody does. Everybody does. So healing that aspect of yourself is very important. So that's what it's all about. It is about that. When you mention the word fertility and a person says, "Oh no, death, destruction, and decay," this is when the earth is going to say no, because it's about to be February. Wintertime is about to be over. It's about to start getting warmer outside. Y'all about to start seeing the trees are gonna start filling back up. All of those annuals that you have planted at your house, they gonna start blooming and growing. So it's definitely going to be a Yanni verse healing, and they don't like it. It doesn't matter if they don't like it. It doesn't matter. It's still gonna happen. It's still gonna happen. It doesn't matter. And if you are not on it, you're gonna get left behind. That's why this cornucopia came up. Those of you, especially that are in my circle, are going to directly benefit from the energies that I am connecting with because you are in my circle. And sometimes sometimes my people in my circle benefit before I even do. I be like, dang, how you get that? And then people be having all kind of stuff happen. Amazing things that happen for them. And so it is going to be about healing. And unfortunately, those that are creating those imbalances, the earth is going to see you as a problem, and she should. Mother Earth is going to see you as an issue. Okay. And it's okay to be who you are, even if you are in a polygamous relationship. I don't mean to be judgmental. Just don't involve me at all. Don't involve me at all. It's a train wreck. Don't involve Jamila at all in any kind of polygamy, a poly, or nothing. No, thank you. Okay. If you try to involve me or pull me into something like that, I will banish you. You be exilium, buried in exilium vinctus, away from me. You don't have to die, nothing, of course not, but you just have to get your energy away from me. Okay. Hey, Shireen. Whatever it is that you're doing, you can't hate the divine feminine. You can't hate the Yanni verse. You can't hate the Pussy. That doesn't even make any sense. If it were not for a woman, you would not be here. Now I've sat back and thought that perhaps some of these people possibly could have been grown in labs. It's a possibility. They trying to recreate wombs, which I think we should have boycotted that. That's why they do a lot of that stuff in secret. Because if you don't get a person from a woman, it's not going to have a soul, and it's not going to understand life. It's not. And it's going to go out there in life, and it's going to be extremely disrespectful to pregnant women, to children that come from women. Okay, you have to be born of a woman to have a soul. You cannot grow a person. And the reason why they were doing that, the reason why they were doing that is because they wanted to create slaves. It's the only reason why they started doing that. They started doing it back in they've been doing that for years. Okay. You have to actually come from a person, not from a plastic bag with some kind of they've been doing that, and people have been talking about this. This is extremely dangerous. They've been doing it even more. They just want to produce a child, and it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. especially when we have so many orphans out there and people that need to be adopted. So even if you were to say, okay, well, even if you were suffering from infertility and you said, well, I want them to grow me a baby in a plastic false womb. What about the children that you could have adopted? There's a lot of people that are, there's children out there that need homes. But I'm not going to assert my opinion over on that, but because I'm getting away from that. But this is what this is all about. I'm telling you. That's why a lot of these cards are coming up. In fact, I'm not going to be here too much longer because I got to go outside and make those offerings to nature. Y'all cannot continue to go against nature. If you continue to go against Mother Nature, you are going to continuously have problems. You're going to continue to have problems financially, emotionally, spiritually, in every freaking way. You're going to have problems. Keep in mind, I am not a Christian. I am pagan. Paganism is a nature-based belief system. So this is the reason why I talk like this. This is the reason why I have this opinion. Why I have why I have the way of life that I live. So other people may think I'm crazy. You chopping up apples and taking them out there and feeding the trees with it. Well, guess what? Nature is going to bless me abundantly for doing that. Okay. So, people can say, "Oh, it's kooky, it's crazy, it's spooky." I'm totally spooked out and freaked out by what you're doing because it steps outside of what people are used to. Okay. Now I was shuffling and the moon card came up reverse and the 5 of Pentacles. Exactly. Exactly. If you continue with this frame of mind, if you continue, if you don't follow your intuition because your intuition is telling you that, then the 5 of Pentacles, that's what you're gonna get. That's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the 5 of Pentacles and then the devil flipped over. The devil and the Page of Swords, which does represent the media on some level. See, I don't do backmasking. Like I tell you straight up, like when I say what I say to you, there's no hidden message in there. It just is what it is. So I don't say something to people with a whole other intent to where you could flip my words and it be no. This is what I'm telling you. So the devil and the Page of Swords in the upright position does on some level represent the media as well as social media. You have to be careful with accepting other people's paranoias, other people's fears, and other people's ideas. You have to have a mind of your own. Because when you have a mind of your own, guess what? You're connected. You're connected. The 5 of Pentacles means that you are disconnected from your spirits. It also can represent lack of faith. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. If you are disconnected from your divinity, you're probably not thinking for yourself because you have to be able to think. You have to be able to look at a crowd of people doing one thing and say, well, wait a minute, that just don't seem right to me. And then you ain't even got to go ask somebody else, well, is it just me or does that just seem like a whole lot of wrong that's happening there? Yeah. And then also, I do feel that spirits is talking about mind control and protecting yourselves from that mind control. And I was actually talking about it. I'm not going to speak too much on certain stuff, but there are certain things that people need to know about the world that we're living in. You have got to know what is actually going on, why it's happening, and what you can do to protect yourself. Okay? What you can do to protect yourself from that. Spirits, what else after this Page of Swords? You gotta be careful with that. Yeah, the seven of swords is where you're thinking. You're thinking, okay? This is where somebody is thinking. The seven of swords is where somebody is taking the time out to think for themselves. They're figuring it out. They are trying to get through some kind of subconscious blockage because everything is starting with the mind. It is. You know, what you experience, what you get, what happens to you all day, every day, it comes directly from your brain. You are constantly creating your reality all the time. Everybody is. Everybody's creating that reality for themselves. In fact, most of the time, other people are not doing it. Why would you give somebody else that kind of power over you? Okay, now the one thing I can tell you is that um, you know, you can be manipulated by energy. You can, there's a lot of energy manipulation that is happening. And I'm a high priestess, and even I'll go through it sometimes because ain't nobody perfect. High priestess does not mean perfect and everything is Pollyanna perfect in their life. In fact, you don't want to be a high priestess because high priestesses have the most problems. But the difference is that high priestesses deal with their problems in a better way. They tend to know how to deal with it. Okay, it's a problem, let's solve it. Other people will stay wrapped up in a problem or a situation for sometimes years and years. Hold on a second, y'all. So a lot of people that are concerned about your finances, another thing is that you probably do need to do some kind of road opener. You may also need to do a cleanse. I can tell that there's a lot of people that need crown chakra cleanses. I can tell. Okay. The clearing out the crown chakra, you know, taking you some apple cider vinegar. And, you know, I do that when I'm in the shower. I'll take some apple cider vinegar straight up and I will pour that over on the top of my head and it instantly opens up my crown. Instantly. If your crown chakra is closed, you're not going to get nothing. You're not going to get nothing. It ain't nothing going to come in for you. Nothing. You're going to have some issues. In times that you need guidance, either from the universe or that higher perspective, you're going to miss it because your crown chakra is blocked. Okay. I think it's probably time again for me to go over the chakras, especially when I get new people that come in. So I think a little bit later on today, we will have a chakra discussion, or at least I'll try, because I usually have readings to do, especially on Sunday, Monday. I'll have a lot of readings to do, so I may or may not have time. But a lot of y'all really, really, really need to pay attention to what's happening with your chakras, because that is, a lot of people will look at me and they'll say, well, how did she do that? How do you keep manifesting all of these things that we don't believe that you can manifest? Well, first of all, it was my belief that it was the sheer belief in self that made it possible for me to manifest that. If you don't believe that you can manifest something, then you're not going to ever manifest it if you don't believe it. But then again, it's also um again, it's certain things that can be put into you, you know. These things can be shared through communication. When you talk to somebody, they're speaking directly to your third eye and your crown when you have a conversation with somebody. Okay. And sometimes that person can be saying something rude, or sometimes they can be saying something nice, but with a whole other intent. So nobody needs anybody to manifest anything. People have gotten really needy and codependent. Well, I'm single, you know. Nobody loves Jamila. No, I'm joking. I'm single and I manifest every single day. So I'm a little bit confused as to why people, do that, because at the end of the day, you still have to survive. If you get to the point where if somebody leaves you and then you just gonna lay down and die, then you just gonna lay down and die. And maybe there's some people intent. Well, I wouldn't fall for that. I would, you have a whole life to live. You know what I'm saying? People put you in that bad space to where you be all sad and stuff, and you be thinking that, you be thinking all these weird thoughts. And it's like, no, well, first of all, where it came from was your thought processes. That's how I manifest, is sheerly out of my thought, my thoughts, what I'm thinking, what I'm seeing, and then also seeing it through foresight and imagination. That's how we all got here. Some people think that life itself is just all about imagination. Some people really believe and I do too. I believe that everything that you imagine is what you're manifesting. So that's why it's important for people to, if somebody's saying something negative to you, then you can't let that come in. You have to get rid of those thoughts. You have to clear negative thoughts out of your head. Because people put all kind of stuff on you. Now, I'm just gonna tell you this: if it's a problem, it's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. If you have a problem, like a serious problem, to where you are creating problems for other people, and you're purposely trying to create problems for other people, then you probably need to be read in some kind of way. Okay, if you're constantly having problems and you're out there creating problems for other people and you're being a problem, then that means that you got demons. And that's the one thing about high priestesses, is that, because somebody was asking me yesterday, like, what is a high priestess? What do you do? Well, I think that the only thing that separates a high priestess from a witch is the ability to be able to banish demons, and then maybe you'll have more of a higher perspective when it comes to controlling your spirits. It's not to control everybody else's spirits. It's not my job to. They think that because I'm a high priestess, I'm just supposed to control everybody. Like, and that's not what that works. That's not how that works. I'd be half dead if I tried to control everybody. People got to control themselves. I can't control everybody and what they do, and I'm not responsible for everybody and what they do. So that is not what a high priestess is at all. In fact, I'm one of them type of people that I believe in giving people their free will. Especially what I was talking to y'all about when it comes to love magic or love work. I don't want to put a domination spell on somebody to make them love me. I want them to love me willingly, because that's what's real. If you just putting stuff on somebody just to have them under mind control, but that's not real. You may have the ability to put somebody under mind control, but that doesn't mean that they truly love you. Do they truly want to be with you? I guess you could say that there is probably a debate about that. It's probably very debatable for me to say that, but maybe that's just my personal opinion. I've never dealt with situations where a person didn't want to willingly love me because I'm lovable. But if you gotta force somebody to love you, then what's the point? And even though you want to, because it's probably the best thing for them, but you still have to let people go through what they go through. You can't force nobody to do nothing. Even if you they parent, even if you're their parent, you don't have the power to control somebody else's life. And a lot of y'all parents will try to control you. You can't do it. They can't do it. They would like to, but they can't. People have their own personal free will, don't they? People have their own path in life. That'll be just like if I decided today, well, hell, I want to move to Louisiana. Nova America, you in Louisiana, ain't you? Hold on, I'll be right back. I think I'm gonna probably end up at least visiting Louisiana. I don't know, but I wouldn't mind moving to Louisiana. If I decide to do that, somebody said, "Well, I don't want you to do that. You shouldn't do that." Well, it's my own personal choice and free will. And when you have that free will to do something, you're gonna do it, and it's going to happen, no matter what somebody else says. That's why I don't waste time sitting up here cursing people. That's a waste of time. I would rather take my energy I would rather take my energy and use it to manifest for me, and then just banish and bind people that are, probably being negative towards you energetically. And I wouldn't put my stock into cursing somebody either. That's ridiculous. I've seen people do that. Oh, I'm putting my stock. This is where my energy is at. I want people to know that I can curse a person. I'd rather people know that I can bless and heal a person. So that's where my power is at. My power is not in cursing people. I can tell you that. Okay. And really, to be honest with you, it ain't even for me because my spirits will automatically do it. A lot of times it's just a waste of candles and it's a waste of time. You use your candles for you, and what you gonna do. Especially a lot of you baby witches out there. That's why people can't manifest nothing. They waste too much of their energy trying to curse or stop others. And what does that leave for you? Nothing. You just sent somebody some energy. That's all you did was sent them some extra energy for them to be able to transmute. All energy is transmutable. So that's where I'm at on that situation. Anyway, did anybody have any questions in the chat? Y'all could have asked me some tarot questions a long time ago if you wanted to. Did everybody fall asleep? It is 4 o'clock in the morning. I slept all day. I've been over here asleep. So, any questions in the chat? No, no questions. I'll give y'all a couple of minutes if y'all have any tarot questions. None. When is my new female to female coming? Okay. All right. Spirit guides, ancestors. I see an earth sign. Do you mind posting your zodiac sign in the chat? Whenever you guys don't feel comfortable with posting your zodiac sign, you can always post your element if you want. But before I could even answer the question, or before I could even ask the question, the Queen of Pentacles came up in the upright position. Spirits, Nova America wants to know, when is her woman coming? When is she coming? Her new woman. Okay. Oh, you're Virgo. Okay. Well, you know what? Virgos typically go good with other Virgos. Have you ever dated a Virgo before? Good with other Virgos. Um, mm, Nova America, you got an ex. You got an ex that's coming up. Clarify this King of Swords reversed. You used to date. It's got to be an air sign person. There is definitely an earth sign, but there's there's things blocking it. There's things blocking it. And so Spirit is saying that this person is supposed to be coming in sometime possibly in March or either within 3 months, which would be April. But the Fool in the reverse position is blocking it. There is definitely an energy, somebody that is still sort of omnipresent, that is attached to you. You have an attachment. And you said that it's that you did used to date an air sign. The Tower is in the reverse position, which means that there is a fate that's supposed to happen with your love life, but something is delaying it. Something's delaying it. Is this air sign either a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius? Let me clarify this King of Swords reverse. Yeah, it's somebody blocking you. What is that? Is that a Libra? That's not a Libra. That's an Aries. Ah, well, they must be either a air moon or a air rising, because they have a very strong hold on you. I'm wondering almost what happened with this person, because this person is still holding on to you, is still connected to you. And I'm almost wondering if this is a twin flame. I'm wondering if this is a twin flame, because it ain't meant for you to always be with your twin flame. You had trouble with a Libra. Okay. Said, I believe that this is possibly that Libra. Is that person still calling you or trying to contact you, Nova America? Because this person seems to uh, have some kind of powerful hold. They definitely holding you up, is what Spirit is saying, because I could see you and I could see the new beginning, because this Queen of Pentacles, I'm recognizing another earth sign. Your mother is Libra. Oh, shoot. Let me see. Okay. Spirits, does this have anything to do with Nova America's mother? No, it's not your mother. This is an ex-lover. This is an ex-lover. Whoever they are, they don't know much about love. That's why you left them. Now, your ex is Virgo. You had trouble with a Libra. So you had like a brief affair with a Libra. You had a brief affair with a Libra, and believe it or not, it could even be 3, 4 years ago that Libra is still holding on to it. This isn't your ex. That you asked about a new person, and they brought up the Queen of Pentacles was the first that came out, and I could see immediately that whoever this person is, um, typically the Queen of Pentacles can represent the Virgo, but it could be a Taurus. I can see an Earth energy. Just friends. So you were friends with a Libra. Well, for some reason, they're coming up in your reading as being an obstacle in your love life. They're still attached to you. What's the deal, Spirit? What's up with this Libra? Hmm. So your mother does come up. The Empress comes up upright, but it's not your mother. It's not your mother. But you do have issues with your mother. But that's the least of your that's not. Now I will tell you that I do feel like it could be something generationally happening. But I think that as far as with your immediate love life, what I can see is an air sign person pulling your energy, pulling on your energy, codependent. Yeah, this is somebody that's not that. And you know what? If they're just a friend, whoever this is, they have identity issues. They have identity issues, and for some reason, they do seem to be blocking. How are they blocking it, spirits? The high priestess fell out. How are they blocking it? Uh, well, I'm definitely seeing a voodoo doll. Yeah, and it intent, and then also I can see a doll. Somebody got a doll on you. I can always recognize doll magic in the cards, and it was a voodoo doll. And this person is in Louisiana, right? Because that's a lot of that is very popular down there. It's popular everywhere. People are doing magic everywhere. People just don't talk about it. They're just not out in the open. What I can sense is that there is somebody coming towards you, but I feel like whoever this person is, they're putting a lot of negative energy around you. A lot of it. Okay. And they don't even really, I can't even really see why. Did you have sex with that person? Girl, you got all kind of folks. Your sister Lillian. We're gonna have to narrow this down. We're gonna have to narrow this down as far as what's going on. I do see the Three of Cups upright, and then the Fool is reversed. So actually having this person come in, it's a lot of obstacles because of it, because of these people. And do they not agree with you being gay? Is that what that is, or what? Because I can sense that that's partially what it is too, but then also just being attached to a warm body. Whoever this person is very parasitic, and they just need a warm body to attach to. It's not necessarily this energy that I'm sensing is not in your family. Your family is a whole other situation altogether. But whoever this person is, they have latched onto you. They've latched on. But I'm wondering if you've had sex with this person. Because if you had sex with this person and you were just friends, that's all you were friends, and it was just sex, then that's one of the reasons why they're holding on. Because some people want what they can't have. It's pathological. They just want what they can't have. So that's why I was asking, did you have like some kind of affair with this person? They may have taken it. Oh, so you haven't had an affair. Well, God, I would have thought that you did. I would have thought that you did. What happened? Were you just not attracted to them or something? This person is holding you up as if y'all was the perfect lovers. So what you're saying is that this person that you know, they have a tendency to be delusional. It seemed like to me they done made up some kind of perfect love story. All these fire cards that came up, whoever this person is, they done made up something in their mind. Well, because I don't see how somebody can fantasize so much to where they would want to do that. That's weird. Could be just a controlling person. Let's chalk it up at that. It's somebody that wants to control people and manipulate people, a very manipulative person. That's what they like. They seem to like to manipulate you then. Mm. Well, I can't see that person coming in immediately. This Fool card is in the reverse position, which is really stopping you from having a new beginning with somebody else. Your neighbor has a crush on you too? Good Lord, and is a crazy 50-year-old. Wow. Spirits, what do you want Nova America to know about this attachment that she has? Up, she came out as the woman holding the coin. I would not, I wouldn't trust it. This is somebody feeding off of your sacral chakra energy. Nobody should ever have to feed off. No woman, listen to what I'm saying to y'all. There is no woman in this world that should ever have to feed off of another woman's sexual energy. If they do, you got yourself a demon, a demonic attachment. The reason why that woman has to feed off of you is because she ain't got control of her demons yet on some level. So that's why they have to pull on you. That's why that woman holding the coin came up. I would immediately do some kind of yoni cleansing because that's what they own. That's kind of, how when people say get off my cooch, that's exactly what that is. Regardless of how they spin it, if they are still on you and attached to you energetically, they are feeding off of your sacral chakra energy, which is very dangerous. It is something that is very subtle and people don't even really recognize it. But part of the reason is because you're a woman and you are producing female hormones, and then also you are producing eggs. You're producing eggs. Somebody or a woman that is going to be strange enough to like literally like it's like, come on now, like, can I have my ovaries and everything back, because you seem to be trying to snatch everything out of me. The only reason why a woman would have to do that ever is if she has a demonic entity that is feeding off of her sexual energy. And those kind of people have got to, y'all better recognize those kind of people. Y'all better recognize those type of people because those people are dangerous. You'll be having all kind of miscarriages, infertility. You'll be wondering what's wrong with you. You'll feel imbalanced. Sacral chakra parasites. I call these people, I don't even consider them to be vampires. It's more so parasitic and demonic is what it is. It's something that has pulled everything out of them, and now they are going out to find other women that they can pull on them. Hmm. And especially you women that are lesbian or gay or bisexual, you have to be careful with these demonic women out there, especially somebody that's, ooh, let me, ooh, let's be together, let's have sex with each other. Well, first of all, I don't even barely know you. Why are you trying to jump into bed with me already? I don't even know you. That's the people that are doing it like that so fast. They want to jump into bed with you because they trying to feed, and they're not feeding themselves. They're feeding their spirits with that energy. And then a lot of people don't even know they're doing it. Gotta be careful with folks like that. I'm very, very leery. I am. I'm extremely leery of that. Why they feel the need? Well, it's a survival thing. They feel that they won't survive without your energy. So they'll start to take and feed off of your essence. And yes, they will try to feed off of your ancestors too. I've never seen anything. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of the stuff that I've seen people do, I've never seen anybody. I have never seen it in my life. This stuff is just turned up or showed up in the last 10 years, big time and hardcore. Why would a woman need to feed off of another woman unless she had something attached to her that was taking from her internally and etherically and esoterically? Something taking from you. Okay. Which can be a very dangerous situation. People don't pay attention. They always are concerned about the third eye. They're also always concerned about the heart chakra. People completely forget about what is happening within your sacral chakra. That's why I don't trust people that go around and post. Why are you posting naked photos of me? For what? Don't you have naked photos of yourself to post? Why would you need to post a compromising photo of me in the public and then leave it up there and say, oh, I'm doing this because I'm exposing that that you're a bad person? What? Wait a minute, could it be that you're exposing that you're thirsty? Because why did you need to use my image to get attention over and over again, a bunch of times? Now they done got greedy. I'm gonna keep posting your image. See what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense to me. I'm just saying. People can be strange like that. And you know what, guys? I know exactly what defensive magic to use against that, because people will try it. They will try it. They're not even necessarily looking for what they say they're looking for. What they are getting from you, or what they're trying to get from you, is what they're trying to get energetically. Your ancestors are all in your root chakra. So somebody going around posting pictures of your body, whether or not it's your vagina, your breast, your butt, people ain't supposed to do that. And then some people are so crazy, they'll think, oh, well, I own you. Uh-huh, baby. Go ahead and take a nap. Go take a nap. People are crazy like that. So be careful with folks like that. But I can't see that person. I can see that they're supposed to come in probably like during the month of March or April, somewhere around there, but something is stopping that. And this person that you're going to reunite with, or this person that you're going to be with, they are possibly somebody that you have some sort of connection with. Okay. But it's being delayed. Spirits can see it, but it's being delayed by that attachment, by those attachments that you have, that you need to clear out. And sometimes when you start clearing out attachments, they'll just all of a sudden start calling you. When you start to clear out people's, people from the past, people from 5 or 10 years ago, why are you here? And they're usually saying something negative and disparaging about you because they feel that they own rights to you. And it's like, what am I, an inanimate object? Am I a table or a chair? I don't get it. But it just, you got your crazy sociopathic people out there. And that's why I was telling y'all, whatever it is that they do, you got to use magic. And they'll say, well, you can't make me stop trying. Well, no, I can't make you stop trying, but I can protect myself. I can protect my own energy. I'm not supposed to control you. You can flail around all you want looking foolish. That doesn't mean that you're going to get what you want out of me. If a person wants to fall around the place and continuously, stalk, because that's been one of the popular things is women stalking women. That, and they'll say, well, you can't control me, and it's like, well, you know what, you're right, I can't, and I'm not even going to try to. I would probably be physically and mentally exhausted if I tried to control what you're doing. I can only protect my energy and protect myself from whatever your intent is. But you can't do work or do magic and you don't really believe that it's going to work, because if you don't believe that what you're doing is going to work, then it's not going to work. If you don't really believe. Hey, Jacob, if nobody has any other questions, I'm going to go and eat breakfast. It is 5:11. Okay. If y'all need to reach me, yes, I do have a Cash App. It's $ Jamila Briscoe. Also, I do accept Zelle, and then also I do have an Etsy shop. Now, somebody was saying that my Etsy shop was under attack. I'm a little confused about that. Perhaps it's a lot of people that they're just demonically possessed. But don't worry about that. Somebody was saying that somebody was trying to mess with my Etsy shop. Well, I've been getting orders on that Etsy shop, but there's other alternative ways for you guys to pay for your stuff. You can definitely pay by Cash App, because I know that there's some people that they don't want for people to have all of their information. And I get that, because when you go to Etsy, you have to put your address in, you have to do all that stuff. But nobody ever comes to me that doesn't trust me. Like, all of my people that come to me to get, even if it's just a reading, those people trust me. I've never had somebody come to me. Well, I've had a couple of people that those people were just I don't know what they wanted. I guess they was trying to get something out of me more than what they were entitled to. Hold on a minute. I'm about to come down there in a minute. Okay, guys, I gotta go because I'm about to get some breakfast cooked for everybody. So I will see y'all later. Peace and love to y'all. Have a happy Sunday. Thank you for coming, Nova America. I appreciate your presence here today. Okay. If y'all need any guidance on what I have spoke about, anything that I have spoke about today, then you guys can contact me. Okay, about the imbalances, about the parasites, about the people that just pull energy, people that need more energy because they don't have control over their demons. They've got demonic attachments, they've got entity attachments. That's why their entities and demons are making them make all of the decisions that they're making, which will continue to lead to the dead end, which will continue to lead to the imbalances that many people are experiencing. Okay. I do have openings today. Yes, I do. So if any of you guys want to get on my schedule today, I am available. Okay. You can contact me at 770-686-7461 if you have any questions. All right. I'll see y'all later.